People don't understand
Stacking in my bag. Yeah, stacking in my bag. I like crypto grind. Currency's flowing, every coin's on my mind. My Coinbase to upper, watch the numbers climb. In this damn fine, feeling so prime. Hustling these protocols, known to the man. Emptying out my radar, I can't understand. Jumping on the wave, watch me move to the plan. Holding diamond hands in this crypto land. Got my eyes on the prize, making moves like a king. Every transaction here, cash raises ring. Ride a blockchain, we won't never be slow. In the world of finance, that's the profit.
if you're holding real world assets, utility assets, you are a bank.
Yeah, of course we go over the news and stuff, but we just do what feels natural when we be doing our thing.
You gotta get this money on. All right, we back. Oh, I like this one. We'll go to the other one now.
Oh yeah. That was tight. Man, it seemed like we was in the same space.
Right. That's how it looked. It was mad close on it.
Yeah.
Keep it up for right now. But yeah, y'all, we got a couple updates. So yeah, it's ceremony day. Maybe I should put on a collar shirt like D. Maybe I should put
no polo on.
A little button up or something. I guess we posted it's a ceremony. So maybe we are supposed to be dressed up. I don't know.
Right. Celebration.
But yeah, y'all, we just got a couple updates this morning. Nothing too major. We gotta talk about Tether. I don't know what happens with Tether after today. Like I was just telling them on TikTok, I see both sides. Both sides have valid points. The people that think Tether gonna fail and the people that think Tether is too big to fail. Both have solid points. I'm taking the back seat and I'm just gonna watch what the hell happens. Because I don't know how that's gonna go. So we getting ready to find out. And then we got a couple of articles about the global crypto market hits $4 trillion, eclipses UK economy in size. So that's major, that they eclipse the UK economy in size. That's crazy. And then we got crypto's biggest week ends with the Genius Act poised to become law. And then we have another article about the crypto market cap crossing $4 trillion after the XRP and Ethereum rally, just to kind of go over what happened with them this week in price and stuff. So, we got a couple things to talk about. I want to go ahead and just start off with a Tether conversation because I feel like it's gonna be it's gonna be a little longer. But let me go ahead and share my screen on that one.
Okay.
Hold on.
Bam.
All right, cool.
Tether surpasses $160 billion market cap as the Genius Act concerns loom. So let's see what they're talking about. So Tether, stablecoin Tether surpassed a market cap of $160 billion yesterday on July 17th. It remains the largest stablecoin by global market cap, although landmark legislation before the U.S. House of Representatives could pose a threat to its continuing dominance. So the market achievement was hailed as a mind-blowing milestone, right? And described as a statement that unrivaled the utility of USDT as the digital dollar for billions of people living in emerging markets in developing countries. So this is what Tether CEO Paulo said, announcing the $160 billion landmark. However, a bipartisan effort to introduce cryptocurrency legislation in the U.S. called the Genius Act has swiftly made its way through Congress and stands to become the nation's first comprehensive crypto regulation. So how can the Genius Act have a harsh effect on stablecoins? The Genius Act is essentially a framework for regulating stablecoins in the U.S. So if passed as written, it will require stablecoin providers to undergo third-party audits to demonstrate the validity of the reserves. So until such audits are successfully completed to the satisfaction of lawmakers, stablecoins would technically be able to operate legally within the United States. Efforts to pass the legislation stalled on July 16th after lawmakers failed to move a package containing 3 bundled pieces of legislation related to the cryptocurrency and CBDC legislation, including the Genius Act, Clarity Act, which defines how digital assets are clarified under U.S. law, and a third bill, which would outright ban the creation of CBDCs under federal law. So according to CBS News, Republican holdouts responsible for taking the July 16th vote on the bundled bills have promised to fall in line for, yesterday. for the Genius Act as a separate from the Clarity Act. So basically, we're just gonna have to see. We're just gonna have to see. This article came out, last night. So we're just gonna have to see. Tether surpassed $160 billion. We're supposed to be passing all this stuff into law. We're gonna see where Tether goes. But we've always been on the fence when it came to Tether because they just didn't seem like they was in the mix of the right circles or something like that. They was acquiring companies left and right. They was acquiring gold left and right. But when I see what USDC Circle is doing and how they're actually
and how they're moving and is actually compliant
and trading on the stock market as a company, and I see how Tether's moving, I'm like, it's not the same type of movement.
No. So yeah, I don't know. That's why I said I'm taking the back seat. I'm not gonna say too much. I don't know what the hell about to happen with Tether. I don't know. I know my sister made a good point in the comments where she said Fannie Mae. She said Fannie Mae was too big to fail too. Fannie Mae still, got up out of here. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. So we're gonna see what happened with Tether when the stablecoin bill get passed. I do know Tether, at one point was moving shady. It is a little weird that every time they print, Bitcoin price goes up. That's why I say it's some valid points on both sides. So, I got a couple people who don't believe Tether's too big to fail. So, we'll see what happens. I mean, I know I feel like they don't have no use for them no more. It's one of them things where I feel like they was ran by I ain't gonna say too much. I forgot I'm on TikTok. They was ran by the people that run the shit right now in America, the G word. And I feel like they was working with like the FBI or something or the CIA. That's just what I'm hearing. And yeah, it was just something for them to be printing some money and moving some reserves around. Now that we're going compliant and we're, no longer in the wild west, we're going to use the compliant stable coins, which would be Circle and RLUSD. Because now we got to move because now we got law. So now we can't move like that no more. So I don't know what happens. I don't know. Or it could be like they're going to stick around. They're going to find some amendment and they're going to let them rock out. I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to see.
Yeah, we are going to see. We are going to see. So, listen.
Alphabet agencies. Yeah, that's a better way to put it. Alphabet agencies. I like that better.
There you go.
For sure. And just while we on that topic, let me see. Looks like crypto market cap crosses $4 trillion. So we'll just go to that one since little XRP and ETH rallied this week. XRP still over $3. I think it's down a little bit from yesterday. It's at $3.37 right now. I think it's doing that because I think it's about to launch to over $4 when that Genius Act gets signed. So this makes sense for them to be pulling it down right now. Then around 230, 245, whenever he get that mark out, it's gonna launch. So we're gonna see. I don't know. That's just my speculation. But yeah. Let me see. So right here, it just says that the market cap for all cryptocurrencies surpassed $4 trillion. According to CoinGecko data, as a rally in altcoins like XRP and Ethereum continues, with traders rotating out of Bitcoin. This uncharted territory for crypto pushed the CoinDesk 20, a measure of performance of the largest digital assets, past 4,000. The index is up 35% in the past month. Crypto market cap passed $3 trillion for the first time in November 2021, marking the peak of a pandemic-fueled bull market driven by loose monetary policy, surging institutional interest, and speculative mania across NFTs, DeFi, and gaming tokens. However, that moment proved fleeting. Markets soon turned as macro tightening took hold, and high-profile collapses like Terra and FTX sent valuations spiraling, with Bitcoin dropping as low as $15,625. I don't know if y'all remember when that happened, but I remember that.
Yep. Was definitely part of that.
Yep. Yeah. It was crazy because that's when I first was telling people to get in crypto. Then that big ass crash happened, and I was just like, that's why I be popping my shit now, because it was just like people was like, yeah. You talking about getting there, and it dropped 85%. I was like, crypto would do that as soon as I want to get in, but that's why you got to keep going. You know what I'm saying? I'm a living testimony now at this point, me and D. That's why you got to keep going, because I could have got discouraged and been like, fuck, You know what I'm saying? We down 85% and just said, fuck it, I ain't getting involved in this shit. But no, niggas kept going, saw the bigger picture. Once you get conviction and you start seeing documents and white papers because you do your due diligence and you do your own research, then you saw what I saw what the hell was actually going on. So niggas kept going. I was like, nah, that ain't about to stop me. I know they're gonna get out of this. This is crazy. So yeah, I'll keep going. But let's say it would take 3 long years and a new political cycle for crypto to reclaim that high watermark. In November 2024, Bitcoin surged 36%, its fourth strongest monthly performance since October 2021 after Donald Trump's re-election rekindled risk appetite among investors betting on a deregulatory crypto policy pivot in Washington, culminating in the recent passing of the Genius Act, with analysts saying that the top for BTC is nowhere near. Crypto may surpass the next $1 trillion valuation far faster than the last, potentially in a matter of months rather than years. As capital rotates into altcoins and institutional inflows accelerate across spot ETFs and on-chain assets. So that's what I wanted to kind of bring up today, regarding like what's happening moving forward. So we know we get we're partially getting crypto regulations. I hate that they're not doing it just all at once and just getting the fucking job done and not letting this shit just linger around for the next couple of months, but that's what they're about to do. So we're going to get the Genius Act signed today. So this is what we got to look forward to. Genius Act gets signed today, and then we still got the clarity and the anti-CBDC that has to pass as well, that has to get signed into law. So that's probably going to happen around September because they go into a recess in August, right? But what we have to look for is we still waiting on, this is the crazy thing about XRP, we still waiting on the SEC to drop the appeal. That's going to cause a price surge for XRP. Now, also, I think what everybody's been forgetting because we've been so fixated on laws and stuff is the spot ETFs for XRP. We're still waiting on approvals for that, and I think all that stuff is coming up. And so when these and I think people are underestimating how many spot ETFs we're actually waiting for. So I'm gonna actually share my screen. Shout out to Mr. Man on X because I'm gonna actually just show a tweet that he put out. Because I think people are not realizing where this price is going. So I'm just going to go ahead and call it how it is. You're absolutely stupid if you sold your XRP at 350. That was the dumbest thing you could have done. It's already sold. I'm going to be completely honest with you. You're crazy. I don't care when you got in. You're crazy as hell if you already sold and we still haven't got the appeal drop. We're still waiting on spot ETF approvals. And the Genius Act ain't signed yet. It ain't getting signed until 2:30. We still waiting on the signature, and then we still gotta wait for the Clarity Act and the Anti-CBDC Surveillance Act to get signed. And then we still got the final deadline for ISO for Fedwire in November. And y'all selling at 350? Y'all crazy as hell. Goddamn homework. Y'all out your mind. Like
they don't know, man.
Let me actually show y'all over here. On TikTok. I would really appreciate if everybody on TikTok would just go to YouTube though. Here we go.
And listen, I guess some profit better than no profit, right?
So these are ETF approvals that XRP is waiting for. Do y'all know how much liquidity that is? Y'all know how much institutional money this is right here that we're waiting for? Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah. I know it's not as clear. My iPad, I got to get a newer iPad. iPad's a little older now, but yeah, this is serious. This is serious. So we're talking about mad money that still has to come through. That still has to come to XRP as well as just the crypto market in general. So. Just this is why I be saying do your own research, have your own conviction, so you're not out here listening to people who don't know what the hell is going on. They just, especially stock market people, because stocks and crypto aren't the same. So we're in a whole different realm for real. So, but this is what we have to look forward to.
We're in an entirely different realm. So
yeah, for sure.
This is the time to. If you don't know what's going on, fam, you got to stop everything. I would say if you can, stop everything you're doing right now and start paying attention to this stuff.
He actually got a document right here showing that there are over 5,000 XRP ETFs, ETPs, and other products right here on this website.
Jeez.
For XRP, and it's over 5,000.
My Lord.
This is crazy.
And just gonna keep on going. It's just gonna keep on going. Just keep on going.
Yeah, it just keeps on going. Insane, gang. It just keeps going.
Ain't nobody talking. Listen, ain't nobody talking about this stuff.
No one's talking about that. Like that's how much bread that, and this is why people have high expectations for the XRP price. Shit like this. This is why there are high expectations.
Man, that's a lot of activity, fam. That's a lot of activity. Like when I look at, all those numbers, like go back to the site real quick if you can. Go back to the site real quick and just click on one of them. Damn.
This is a mutual fund.
Yep.
So equity is the sector. Then you got, this is another one, another mutual fund. But yeah, that's all that comes up. It just shows the ticker.
Right. Okay. It's just like a whole bunch of codes, but them codes mean something.
Yep. So this is like Mr. Man said right here in his tweet, I had informed you about this explosion of ETFs a while ago. This isn't even the oldest post about XRP ETFs. So it's a lot of money that's gotta flood. So this is, that's what I'm saying. Just make sure, what I'm saying, it's all good to take profits, or deploy them, putting them in DeFi. Just make sure you know what you're doing. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Because we still got, it's so much more to look forward to. Like I was telling D earlier, like we're gonna be going up from this point forward. If you got in early enough, you're forever in profit anyway. You forever in profit if you've learned DeFi. Is Aqua still in here?
He's on TikTok. He's on TikTok.
Oh, there he is. If you've learned DeFi, and Aqua, literally, if you follow Aqua on X, he showed y'all where to deploy your XRP to be making money off of it. But you're forever in profit. If you got in early enough, you're forever in profit anyway, right? Like everybody who got in sub $1, you're forever in profit anyway. So at this point, you just need to be figuring out can I just make money off my assets? That's what DeFi's for. But I'll let Aqua talk because I'm, he's more versed in it than me. But I just was like bringing that to y'all attention that I don't know why people are like selling. I really don't get it. Like I don't care how much you have. You could have 150,000 tokens. I don't know why people are selling. What's good, Aqua?
What up?
What's good? Can you guys?
Are you in the car?
Yeah. Wait. Hold on one second. Yeah. Hold on. Give me just a second. Okay. Let me take you guys off my Bluetooth and my whip right now. Hold on.
Okay. 1 second, y'all. Four-digit XRP easy. No, for sure.
All right. Can you guys hear me now? Better?
Yeah. Yeah, we can hear you. Unless you ain't got no service. Might not have no service where he at.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. There's like right here by my house, there's like this pocket that I don't get any service. As a matter of fact, I think it's like when my Wi-Fi transitions to like the whatever, the 5G towers or whatever. But all right, so if you guys can hear me perfect. So I definitely want to say, yeah, you are correct. If you're selling your XRP right now or any altcoins right now, not financial advice, but it's not the wisest thing to do. And what you guys should be doing, what I was going over on my live yesterday, is paying attention to Bitcoin dominance. So if you pull up, Bitcoin dominance on TradingView, right now, Bitcoin dominance is probably like 61%. I didn't check it this sunrise. I was on the phone and then getting ready to go to the gym right now. But Bitcoin dominance is around 61%. And what that means is that 61% of the money that's in crypto right now is in Bitcoin out of the $3.8 trillion, right? So with that being said, when you go back in history down the timeline on Bitcoin dominance, and you take a look at its ups and downs, well, what you guys are going to find is that it's inversely correlated with altcoins. So Bitcoin dominance being where it's at 60%, we're not even in alt season yet, guys. And if we're already getting this type of, momentum and buildup, I could only imagine once Bitcoin dominance really starts dropping. And what that means is that the money that's in Bitcoin is going to flow into altcoins, right? And when you look at that on TradingView, it is so easy as day to see the writing on the wall. And using Bitcoin dominance, for example, can help you not necessarily time the top or time the bottom, because now nobody's going to be perfect when it comes to that. But paying attention to Bitcoin dominance and where it's at can help you have a better idea when to take profits based on last levels of where Bitcoin dominance came down to. So I don't know. Do you guys? I'm driving right now. Does D or Queen? Do you got TradingView on your computer?
Yeah, I can pull it up, or one of us can. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, you guys could pull it up and show people if you wanted, just to give people a visual. But yeah, Altseason hasn't even started yet, guys. Like, the money is still, a majority of the money that's in crypto right now is still in Bitcoin. So once we start seeing a Bitcoin dominance really start coming down, we should see Altseason really start to explode and take off. And we're not there yet. So the fact that we're here right now with this momentum, what is XRP sitting at, like 360 or 370 or something like that this sunrise?
I think it's
at 339.
338. Yeah, 339.
339. Okay. Yeah. So we're we got so much more to go. It's not even funny. And then, another thing that I found too is that if you go on and look at XRP dominance on TradingView, which is XRP.D for dominance, and that's going to show you the same exact thing that I just explained for Bitcoin dominance, but that's for where the money is at in XRP. So XRP dominance right now is sitting at like 5%. Back in 2017, when XRP had its explosion from sub penny to a couple bucks or whatever, XRP dominance went from 5% all the way up to 31%. And could you guys imagine if we have $10 trillion, $15 trillion as the total market cap in crypto, and if XRP could capture 30% of that, or let's just say 20% of that, for a short period of time to give us, time to get our profits and get out. But could you imagine on 10 trillion? I mean, imagine too, like when we go to like $100 trillion and Bitcoin dominance is shit, $100 trillion. And let's just say XRP dominance is at 5%. That's still a shit ton of money. Like, hopefully I'm making sense right now, but
you on point, gang. You on point. That's why I had you come up so that people can understand, like, it's still a lot of money that has to flood this market. So like, I'm like taking profits right now is just not, it's not smart. And I don't feel like people should be taking profits anyway.
You shouldn't be taking I mean, if that's your prerogative and you got bills to pay, then that's what
do what you got to do. Yeah. I'm talking about people that's investing, investors. Like
facts.
Yeah.
Facts. No, I totally hear you. I mean, what was I gonna say right now? I was gonna say something. I'll let it come back to me. But yeah, definitely.
Yeah. That's where we at right now. So I think people got to see the bigger picture here. But the main thing I've learned being in this space is everybody is not a visionary, and I feel like it's very hard for you to be a successful investor if you're not a visionary. And I think a lot of people are not seeing the bigger picture here.
You gotta have the vision, and when you have the vision, that gives you even more conviction. Thank God all of our third eyes, so we can really see the vision. You know what I mean? Of like how everything is turning out, and it's so funny because conversations that we were having 2 years ago on TikTok are now coming to fruition. And right now, it's not the time to be taking profits. And it's definitely not the time to be listening to people's price predictions either. Because I'm here to tell you guys this. Listen, nobody's going to give us a price prediction and come true because they don't know what the hell they're talking about. And let me tell you why. This is the very first alt-season bull run that we have the Genius Act. We have the White House that's pro-crypto. We got how many other different acts that are about to pass through, right? Different bills that are all aligned with crypto. We have institutions that are feeling FOMO according not to me, that's Ian DeBoto, who is the chief strategy officer over at Ondo Finance. I keep saying, he said on stage that he has witnessed institutions feeling FOMO. So with all that being said, and with like perfect market conditions and sentiment, the future, nobody knows. In my opinion, I think waves are going to be coming into crypto like nobody's ever seen before. And that's why it's just, now's the time to lock in, pay attention to like Bitcoin dominance and the inverse correlations and lock in, because what I know too, based on what other people have said being in bull runs in the past, when this thing gets going, you're going to feel euphoria like you've never felt before. And you're going to feel like it's never going to stop. And you're going to feel indestructible. Like I can buy the whole world, right? But no, you need to stay locked in. You need to stay grounded. And you need to, play out whatever your exit strategy is. Whatever your exit strategy, like for me, you go in my office right now, in my exit strategy, I got 5 different whiteboards with different tickers at what price points. If we hit that, I'm going to take this. Well, Bitcoin dominance is here, I'm going to take this. Like, I got my whole game plan written out. And if you ain't got your game plan written out right now, honest to God, I strongly advise you to start writing it out right now, what your game plan is. Because if you ain't got a game plan, it's not going to work out for you. And that's, same thing when you become a multimillionaire. If you don't know DeFi, that multi-millions are going to come to your hands, and then you're going to just basically put all that fiat back out into the world, and you're not going to be a multi-millionaire anymore. So if you learn DeFi, which you don't have to put out any money, I get it, no rules or regulations. I'm not risking any of my XRP, trust me, I get it. But don't let that coping, excuse stop you from learning DeFi, because learning DeFi is learning a whole new skill set. It's learning the whole new financial system, and this is not going anywhere. Like, if you take crypto away, there's still people out there right now. As a matter of fact, there's people out there selling courses that have nothing to do about crypto, and it's teaching you about money and teaching you about universal life insurance. And some of these classes, they have you pay thousands of dollars, and they're not even teaching the new financial system. And if you can learn the new financial system right now for free, which is crazy.
I had to laugh at that because it's true. That shit is sad.
It definitely is, and yeah, like DeFi is everything, guys. Like, it really is. Like,
it's the heart of crypto.
I know it sounds like it's like, man, this guy just never stops about DeFi. If you don't see the vision that myself and Queen and D see about DeFi, the seed will sprout eventually, and you're gonna eventually spin the block and be like, man, I need to go back to that DeFi conversation, because I made millions of dollars and now I only got half of what I made, and like I'm seeing my money dwindle away. And
it'll go so fast, and I think a lot of people are not getting that game. Like, life is expensive now, so coming up $1 million, $2 million ain't no money no more.
It's not.
People are literally telling you, you can't retire with $1 million. Like, if you 60, 65, $1 million might not last you until, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're healthy, and you're blessed, you might be here till you 85, 90. That's 25 years.
Yeah. And
that's a long time to live. You're trying to live off $1 million in a Social Security check? I don't know how that's gonna work out for you. That's all I'm saying.
And most people ain't gonna have the initiative to start no business or nothing like that. So they just gonna
not at that big age too. And that's another thing. Like, at that age, you're not gonna. I mean, it's possible you could do whatever. Like you can. Like, it's just, are you going to?
Yeah.
That's the whole thing about it. Like, plenty of people start a new gig at 60-something years old, but I mean, out of the percentages, how many people actually was successful and did something with it though?
Jokers is retired. They like, man, I'm not trying to do nothing.
Yeah, especially, I mean, you went to a job for the last 30, 40 years you didn't want to go to. That's exhausting in itself. So, I can only imagine the mental turmoil you put your mind through and your body through for that amount of time. So, of course, when you retire, you like, I just want to chill out. I just want to travel. And by the time you look up, you like, damn, I'm only 70 and I got $250,000 left. Life is expensive. Shit happens, especially if you got kids and shit. So, Yeah, just move smart, y'all. I'm just telling y'all to move smart. It's ways out here to leverage your assets, and I think everyone needs to be privy of that information. At least find out about it and see what's going on. I think a lot of times we deflect, and we're not sitting around trying to figure out, what other options do I have? There's other ways out here to be accumulating income, So that traditional finance has got to, it's time for y'all to start rewiring your brain, because once that Genius Act gets signed today, traditional finance is over. Completely.
It really is.
100% over at 2:30 or whatever time, because Trump ain't never on time. Whatever time he signed it today, 2:30 it's supposed to be. 2:30 today, traditional finance, you're completely done. It's over. It's a wrap. It's over for you. Like, it's done. So, yeah, good luck. Good luck. That's why we're sitting here, Well 28 Club, link is in the bio. So if y'all want to check that out, I definitely would suggest, just, some options out here for you. But yeah, appreciate you, Aqua. That's why I need you to come up so the people could hear from your side, from your perspective.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about cash flow. You know what I mean? It's all about cash flow. It's not about dollar amount.
As a matter of fact, Aqua, while you're on here, I'm gonna actually, because I think I retweeted the video you did earlier on XRP when you were showing APR rates and stuff on this website.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna because the one you posted right here it is 3 hours ago. I'm gonna actually play that real quick. Let me actually share my screen over here. Oh, appreciate the super chat. Appreciate the super chat, bro. And I just saw it. My bad. All right, here we go, y'all. I'm gonna show this video of Aqua. So he's actually showing. All right, y'all on TikTok, gang. I ain't gonna hold you. Some days I don't feel like doing this. Today one of them days, but I'm gonna be nice. All right, here we go.
We'll never ever move the needle.
Here we go.
We need to be talking about how we get to this money, because let me tell you something. These institutions are also coming to DeFi because they too want to tap into this yield. These institutions are going to start tapping into these yield opportunities once regulations are here. Once regulations are here, the institutions and the bank money is what's going to make us rich, guys. Because listen, retail money, I don't give a shit what goes viral on X. I don't give a shit what goes viral on TikTok. Retail money will never, ever move the needle. What's going to move the needle are the big head honcho whales, the trillions of dollars. So how you and I get rich with XRP, we are patiently waiting for the institutions to bring the trillions of dollars. Because guess what? If you're in crypto right now, like I am, you have front ran the institutions. The institutions are now reaching a point where they're educated and they're now feeling FOMO. These are not my words. The institutions are feeling FOMO. Those are the words of Ian DeBode, who is the CSO of Ondo Finance, Chief Strategy Officer. Go see what he said on stage, shoulder to shoulder with David Schwartz at the Apex. And when they asked him a certain question, he said, yo, on some levels, we're experiencing institutions feeling FOMO right now.
Hey, Aqua,
oh my God, do you guys understand how massive that is? Do you guys understand what I'm putting down? Because listen, we are patiently waiting for institutional money to come. This TVL that we see right here is like, it's smaller than peanuts. Like this vault is $17,000 in it only. Like that ain't enough. And institutions operate in trillions and billions of dollars. This is like chump change. Like this is peanuts compared to what is coming. I swear to God, guys, peanuts compared to what is coming. Peanuts.
I've been patiently waiting for a track to explode on. Stun if you want, if your ass will get rolled on.
So y'all can see it's a lot of money coming in.
Yep.
Money coming. Yeah, we still haven't seen the impacts of what ETS will be. Yeah, we're very, very early. Y'all are still early. So anybody that's like, oh my God, XRP going up, you're still early. You're still early.
No. What? What?
You're mad early, actually. This is very cheap. I would take advantage of $3. People gonna be begging for $3 soon. let alone shit. People gonna be begging for $10, $20.
Imagine getting that Ethereum at $3, fam. Ethereum. This is Ethereum. Just imagine getting that Ethereum at $3.
Oh man.
Facts. That's a really good breakdown, D, for sure. I totally agree with you.
All right.
Because eventually XRP is going to have just as healthy as a ecosystem that Ethereum has in DeFi. Not to mention, there's already the EVM was built to tap into the liquidity that's over on Ethereum as well. So, yeah, man, I would have to say I totally agree with you. And I'm sure the FUD back in the days when Ethereum was $2, $3, you best believe the FUD was real. And you needed to have conviction along with, the correct information to hold that asset. Otherwise, you were going to get FUDed out. Just like people are doing all day, every day on XRP, trying to FUD people out, whether they're doing it purposely or whether they just were persuaded by somebody else's opinion and now they got strong conviction in that that opinion. So, yeah, guys, do your own research, tap in. XRP is definitely on a discount, super discount.
Yeah, you still early, y'all. Y'all still early. Like you said, altcoin season, we still waiting on that money to deploy out of Bitcoin. So y'all still got some time, but that don't mean bullshit because you ain't got bullshitting time, but you got a little bit of time. Little bit. But I don't know what's gonna happen at 2:30 when he signed the Genius Act. So we'll see how the market reacts to that too. So I don't think it's gonna do too much, but we'll see. Because we got to get that Clarity Act signed too. So, but yeah, Aqua, appreciate you, bro. I ain't gonna hold you up.
Appreciate you, fam.
So,
okay.
Yeah,
all right. Have a good workout.
As well.
For sure. Have a good workout, bro. All right.
Much love, everybody.
All right. Yeah, y'all. So just to give y'all, just another perspective. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let me go to this other article. Yeah, just to kind of go to the Genius Act. Let me actually share this. So here we are. So yeah, crypto's biggest week is here. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Man, do you look crazy? Okay, there we go. All right. So yeah, crypto's biggest week ends with Genius Act poised to become law. So yeah, it is. I'm not gonna be able to play the video because it's from YouTube. So YouTube, I can't play a YouTube video on YouTube. Y'all ain't gonna be able to hear it. But I can leave the link for this in the Telegram if y'all want to come back and look at this from Brian Steele, this video. But yeah, it says in what's being held as a watershed moment for the $4 trillion crypto industry, Congress passed 3 major pieces. If y'all didn't know, for those that are, we always got new eyes and new ears. So yesterday they delivered three bills, which was the Anti-CBDC Act, the Clarity Act, and the Genius Act. The Genius Act is the one that's getting signed into law. The other 2 are going to the Senate. So yes. So it says the centerpiece, the Genius Act, a bill that creates a regulatory framework for stablecoins, cleared the House in the 308-122 vote. I just wanted to point that out so that y'all know that it was a landslide. So this is what they wanted. It says in a rare show of bipartisanship resulted in more than 100 Democrats joining Republicans to back the Senate-passed measure, including House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, who broke from other top Democrats to vote yes. So that was cool because Hakeem been tripping. He always tripping. I don't know what be going on with Hakeem, but Hakeem be tripping. But yeah, then we got the Clarity Act. So a broader market structure bill. This is the one we need. This one we need this bill to get signed. This is the one I want. The Clarity Act just as bad as the Stablecoin Act. Like they equally both need to be signed. That's why I hate that they're gonna drag this out the way they are. But they're gonna probably drag the Clarity Act into September before it gets to Trump's desk and he signs it. Because don't forget, we got an August recess coming up. But the Clarity Act, which is a broader market structure bill that lays out the regulatory architecture for digital asset and their overseers, also passed 294 to 134 with support from 78 Democrats. That's a bigger bipartisan margin than last year's FIT 21 market structure bill, and a sign that crypto-friendly legislation is gaining more traction on the left, even as some senior Democrats remain weary. Jeffries voted no on the Clarity, but others, including former Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Democratic Chair Pete, they both voted yes. Well, we all know Nancy about her goddamn money. So you know Nancy about her bread. So
about her bread, about
yeah,
her bread.
Out of the three witches, which is Nancy, Elizabeth, and Maxine, I knew Nancy a fold out of the three. She gonna get that bread. She like, nah, I'm trying to get paid. Fuck the clothes.
I'm trying to get paid, fam.
Paid.
Y'all don't know the game. Y'all don't know the game.
Yeah, so I knew out of the three, she'd be the one. She'd be the one to be like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and vote yes on this one. You tripping? I'm trying to get this money on. I'm trying to get this money on. Y'all tripping. At the end of the day, this money on at the end of this. So let's get paid. And I respect that little bit. I respect that a little bit because let's just get this money on.
You ain't lied. You ain't lied. You ain't never lied, fam. You ain't never lied about that shit. Nancy is about her bread.
Yeah, the sticking point for many Democrats remains the same. That legitimizing crypto through legislation risks enabling systemic financial instability and facilitating corruption. Several members, including House Financial Services ranking member Maxine Waters, her punk ass, have pointed directly to President Trump's crypto ventures, particularly his Trump meme coin and his family stablecoin, as examples of why stronger ethics rules should be included in any legislation. So we could kind of see the script on Maxine's side that her role is just to make sure that people know Trump is capitalizing off of this and that y'all should hate this because he's making money from it. And that's her role in this movie, is to make sure that it's coming from a black woman, that she hates it and he's making money. So y'all need to hate crypto because he's making money from it.
Crazy, fam. Crazy stance.
Going to people that look like us. So that's terrible. That's why I talk shit about her the way I do.
Yeah.
Because
somebody said they got Nikki singing to the yeah. We were just talking about that shit.
Man. So yeah, that's why Maxine gets no respect from me. So yeah, it's I told a lot of my colleagues, wouldn't you rather have some regulation of the Trump coin than no regulation of the Trump coin? And this was Josh. So that's why Maxine contradicts herself and she makes herself look stupid, because you don't want Trump to be able to buy, but you don't want to vote for the regulation so that maybe we can put rules in place that Congress can't be invested into crypto and stocks that
just
you
maybe.
guys are involved already in.
Just maybe.
Just maybe. But I'm saying that they are, but I'm just saying, but it doesn't because why would you not want the regulation then so that we can enforce rules like that? But this is how you know it's theater, and that's just her role, is to make sure that y'all continue as a black person to hate Trump. Like, make sure that you remain emotional. Don't be about your wallet. Don't worry about no money. Just be emotional and hate him and miss this whole opportunity. That's her role in this. That's exactly what she's here to do. Then he says a longtime supporter of establishing clear rules of the road for the industry told Crypto in America that doing nothing to me is a bad answer. And I know some of my colleagues think that that's the best answer. I think that's the wrong answer. Still, the broader political shift is unmistakable. More Democrats than ever before are siding with Republicans to build out a long-awaited, much-needed legal framework for crypto in the U.S. This is why Trump pissed me off with that tweet earlier, talking shit about. Don't get me wrong, I don't like Democrats either, but for the Genius Act to get signed, 100 Democrats did flip. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? The way he just put that tweet out, he just made it seem like, in the beginning, all of them was voting no, but when it came down to it and we got to the nitty-gritty, they flipped, and 100 of them flipped and said yes. So it was like you do have to highlight that some of them did flip. Like, you can't leave it out. As bad as I don't want to say that, I don't like them niggas, but like, that's what it is. They flipped. So it was a good amount of them too. But yeah, it says here that it's not just a win, and this is Brian Steele. It's a dramatic shift from where we were just a year ago, when Gary Gensler and the SEC were running over the industry to where we are today. So not everything this week was bipartisan. The House also narrowly passed the anti-CBDC Act, which would block the Federal Reserve from issuing a central bank digital currency. That vote was 219 to 210, which fell largely along. So that one was closer. So this is when you got to be like, all right, Democrats. With just only two Democrats supported the anti-CBDC Act. So I just want to put that out there. I want to put that out. Only two Democrats supported the anti-CBDC Act. So we see
Out of all of them.
And I need black people to hear me when I say this. The Democrats, not the Republicans, the Democrats wants to monitor and police your money. They were against the anti-CBDC Act. They want to monitor and police your money. The Republicans voted no. So I'm just saying, because we got this narrative in the black community that the Republicans don't want, you know what I'm saying, that the Democrats want what's best for us. But like, that's not true. It's not true. It's not. They just literally, only 2 people on the Democratic side voted for an anti-CBDC. That's a red flag. They want to monitor your money. That's a red flag. So I like pointing it out because I don't like either party. I don't like politicians. I always make that clear that I'm not taking a side. It's just black people just have this fake net, this illusion that Democrats are for them, and they're not. And I love pointing it out and showing y'all that so that y'all can really shift y'all mentality and get out of that slave mentality, that this box that they put you in, that the Democrats are gonna save the day. Like, nigga, y'all been voting Democrat for God knows how long, and we still where we are. So it's like, you know, we got to get out of that mentality. So that's why I like pointing that out, because it's like these motherfuckers don't like you either.
$1,000. They want to know where you spending your $100,000 at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, where that $600 Venmo? That Venmo you got $600. Where that went to? They trying to police everything. That's the Democrats that's trying to do that. So they the ones that wasn't trying to, but it still got passed though. So it says and the week wasn't without its share of chaos. Thursday's passage came after 48 hours of internal negotiations, last-minute vote flips, and intervention by President Trump, and a record-setting floor vote of nearly 10 hours during a tense standoff over the anti-CBDC bill. So that I'm just kind of concluding this week so that y'all can kind of know what transpired. It's all theater. Trump had to step in to make some Republicans flip their vote or whatever. That's pretty much what happened. And then but when it's all said and done, crypto's biggest week in Congress wrapped on a high note. President Trump is expected to sign the Genius Act into law this afternoon, which is at 2:30, marking the first major piece of crypto legislation ever to receive a sign-off from a sitting U.S. president. So history will be made today for the crypto industry at 2:30 p.m. So like I said, if I can find the live stream, then we'll hop on here and we'll live stream that entire ceremony.
For sure.
Yeah.
Auntie need a nap before
he signed this bill. Not Auntie need a nap. Yeah, the Dems want us to depend on them for everything. Exactly. That's why they want to police everything. Also, think if people are going to convert some crypto into fiat, investing in precious metals is a great hedge for sure. Where Democrats want to make beggars out of us. Exactly. Good idea to start stacking copper as well. Yeah, definitely can't go wrong stacking some copper.
Nope.
Definitely agree with that.
Precious metals, crypto, insurance, like all of those are hedges. All of those are hedges to inflation.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, appreciate the super chat. Thank you, Boss Hogger.
Oh yeah. Appreciate the super chat.
Our parents, grandparents, and sure as hell, our great-grandparents never had an opportunity like this. Exactly. I got to highlight that one. That has to be highlighted right there. Thank you. That's what I be trying to tell everybody. This opportunity is the opportunity of a lifetime. It's still early. So yeah, we're gonna make history this afternoon. Make sure y'all turn the notifications on. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if y'all haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. I think we're about to hit 4K subscribers over here on YouTube. We're trying to get that. We got a goal to be at 10K subscribers before Thanksgiving. I want 10K subscribers before Thanksgiving. So, you know what I'm saying? We need to be at 10K before Thanksgiving. So we need everybody that comes to the channel to just subscribe to the channel. We're going to keep coming with the updates. We're going to have a crazy fall. Crypto about to be crazy. This just the beginning. Today it's crazy. We've been on this journey for so long, and today is just the beginning. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like the journey we was on. Now we going on another journey. It's just the beginning. It's like we at the end of like a chapter, and now we going to the next journey of this whole situation. It's crazy. Like,
It took a minute, but we here.
We here. So shout out to everybody that stayed vigilant, that kept diamond hands, that understood the assignment and got this shit done. Y'all about to make history for y'all family. From here on out, you forever in profit. I mean, if you've been rocking with us since 2022, you forever in profit because you got an H-bar early, XDC early, you got an XLM early, You got an XRP early. You got in Quant early. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all had all these opportunities. We got in Stronghold early. We got in Velo early.
Metal.
We got some metal. Metal mad early. You shout out to DeFi King. He put us on some metal, blockchain, and lobster. We got everything else. So if you've been rocking with us, you are set up. The only thing you got to do from here is figure out how to operate in the private and learn DeFi. learn the trade. So I would take that boot camp with Coop and D and learn the trade too, because that's gonna be a great skill set to have. Learning to read them damn charts, especially you know what I'm saying. You about to come up on a whole lot of money. You might want to learn how to day trade. What y'all about to do when y'all get this bread? Like y'all got to stay occupied. You don't want to be rich and bored like Drake and them. They don't be having shit to do. You know what I'm saying? He don't know if he want to wear braids or want to cut his hair.
Absolutely.
I don't know if he want to harden the scalp or. You know what I'm just saying? You don't want to get too bored, Gangy. So
Nah, you don't. You don't. Oh, D, if you can't attend the classes, are you? Yeah. Listen, the 4-week boot camp, the 4-week trading boot camp that starts this Sunday, it's all gonna be recorded, fam. It's all gonna be recorded. So don't even worry. So if you can't pull up on Sunday, you'll get the recording for sure. And if you want to get into it, the link is in both of our bios. Use the Block Nation code and you'll get half off. Use the code Block Nation, you'll get half off. And you'll be able to attend all 4 sessions.
Yeah, there you go. Use code Block Nation to get half off. If you want some DeFi protocols, we did a DeFi protocol class, digital banking. Y'all want that class, the link for that's in the bio as well. But yeah, other than that, hop in the Telegram, the link for that's in the bio as well. Hop in the Telegram. That's where everything be going down. That's where all the news and information be at. That's what we converse. So make sure y'all come in there. That's where the network is, the community.
And for y'all on YouTube, we got the deep dives. We got 2 deep dives coming. So just look out. All right.
For sure, yeah. YouTube members, yeah. Deep dives is coming. But yeah, other than that, I'm gonna play this intro because I love the intro. We gotta get an outro. I think we got an outro coming, but this intro we're gonna play it because y'all gonna see the damn intro.
Yeah.
Stacking in my bag. Yeah, stacking in my bag. I like crypto grind. Currency's flowing, every coin's on my mind. My coin base the upper, watch your numbers climb. In this damn fine, feeling so prime. Hustling these protocols, knows in the van. Emptying out my radar, I can't understand. Traveling on the way, watch me move with the plan. Holding diamond hands in this crypto land. Got my eyes on the prize, making moves like a king. Every transaction here, cash raises ring. Ride a blockchain, we won't never be slow. In the world of finance, let the profit.
If you're holding real world assets, utility assets, you are a bank.
Yeah, of course, we go over the news and stuff, but we just do what feels natural when we be doing our thing.
We gotta get this money on.
All right.
100%. So yeah, we'll see y'all at the ceremony if we can find if we can find the live stream. If you got the live stream, send it to me or email realblocknation@gmail.com. Y'all can find the live stream. We'll live stream it right here on the channel. So yeah, we'll see y'all.